13. We're live.
Woo!
What's up, guys? Ryan and Mandy here with Sea God Standup Paddleboards again with another live broadcast. And today we're doing something truly stupid. No, it's not stupid.
We thought it was fun.
Oh,
Dave.
sorry.
It's fun.
So today what we're going to do, same as always, ask questions about our boards. We're going to talk about some of our boards today, but we have a really fun sale today. We're calling it Roll the Dice Sale. And this is the only place we're having it. And so the way this is going to work is while we talk about whatever questions folks have, and as we talk about some of our boards and stuff like that, we're also going to roll the dice. So if there's anybody interested today in checking out a Sea God Standup paddleboard, let us know in the comments. You get one roll of the dice. There's 5 giant dice in here, and we're going to roll them against this little backstop we've built out of battery electric pumps, which are now in stock, by the way. And then we're going to take what those dice equal. So if you roll 6 or 5 sixes, that's 30. We're going to add 10% onto that and give you 40% off your board purchase today during this broadcast. So
each person gets their own dice roll.
Each person gets their own dice roll, and you only get to roll once.
Yeah.
And then when we roll your dice, if you want to use the discount, we'll get you to email info@seagods.ca with your name. And then we got Laura behind the screen here, as well as Eric behind the screen. Laura's going to make you a custom discount with your dice roll number, and you're going to get it via email, and then that discount is going to expire today. So if you want to make the purchase and use the dice discount, you have today to do it.
Are there any questions? Let's do an example. Who's on here?
Nadia.
Nadia, okay.
Nadia, roll the dice.
Let's see. Okay, Nadia. Your our first dice roll. It's going to be a lucky one.
Get the shop dogs in the way.
Pearl's here. All right, here we go.
Hopefully it's all 6s. Woo! That's a 4. Holy cow.
Is it a good one?
That's a good one.
Nice.
So that's 10, 25 plus 10%. So that's going to be 30% off board orders for you, Nadia. So Nadia, send an email to info@seagods.ca. Laura's behind the screens right now, waiting for your email, and you're going to get a custom discount for 35% off.
Pearl says it checks out.
That's amazing. And if you want to buy like 4 boards, I won't judge. It's okay if you have a big quiver.
Yeah, that's a great one. That was a good roll.
That's the best roll we've had yet, actually. We practiced a whole bunch of times to see what kind of numbers we were going to see.
Yeah, nice. Now, we've got the battery pumps back in stock, and I just want to make sure we have a lot of people buying a board and then later coming back for accessories and needing to pay the shipping, because shipping is only free on like board orders or orders over 500. So I want to make sure that we've got the kayak seat and paddle blade, but we also kitted it up with the summer essential kit, so you can also get your camera mount and shoulder strap and save an extra $10 and basically get those for free. It's called the Summer Essential Kit, and we've got the cleaning products back in. People want to know how to take care of their board, their investment, the Blue Goo, the deck pad cleaner, and the Extreme Cream. These guys, those are awesome. And if you order them today, we're going to put in, people don't know what these are. Can you see it under here? There. These are the little cellulose dish pads. And I keep it in my board bag because I can wipe off the sand and like the ocean schmag from my board, and then it dries super quick. So
Cool.
I'll throw
That's
that
a
in.
dishcloth.
That's
People
a
are
dishcloth.
waiting. People are waiting.
Let's roll it.
Who's next on deck?
Jim says can't wait to play.
All right. Let me do it. I love it.
This is my roll.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go, Jim.
Woo!
This is a 4. That's a 4. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 28.
Not bad, Jim.
28%, Jim.
Nice.
Send the email to info@seagods.ca. Laura's waiting for you back there.
Sorry,
Sweet.
I also missed Kim. Kim was before Jim. That one was for Jim. Let's do one for Kim after that.
Kim.
All right.
Sorry,
all right.
Kim. We're trusting our behind-the-scenes people to give us the names. Sounds like you should have had that 28, but maybe
Who's a
we'll
better
get
roller?
38 for you.
Who do you want, Kim? You want Ryan or me? I feel lucky.
Kim says you.
Yeah, all right,
Okay.
all right. No hard feelings.
That's baloney.
Here we
That's
go.
baloney.
Ah,
still a 1.
no, it's a
It's
four.
a 4.
It's a 4.
Oh my God.
You know, that's how I play
So that's
board
18,
games.
19, 29%.
Fine.
29%. Decent.
Sweet. I also want to point out our kids board. You know, it's getting to be one of the last awesome long weekends. And so we're doing a kids board deal. Our kids have been riding this board since they were 4. Now Camille is turning 9. She's still rocking it. And we're going to do the deal with the kids Mustang Survival PFD, 499 Canadian dollars. Sorry, I don't know what that is in USD today, but 499 Canadian. And we'll still do free shipping. Yeah.
Okay. So while we wait for the next roller, this guy's giving me the stink eye through the window here.
RP is re-asking, how do we order from this live?
Oh.
So if you want to use the dice roll discount, there's no way to do it individually. So if you want to order from here live, we have a minimum 15% discount, which is basically if you were to roll all 5 ones, that's how you would get minimum 15. So it's just blanket minimum 15. If you want to order from the site live, Eric behind the screens there, all he has to do is click on the sales and then push the little star button, and then it'll come up.
What is?
Nope, not that. Technical difficulties. That's okay. We're all new at this still.
Sweet.
This, right?
Yeah.
And then I click which one?
Nope.
Nice. It's so fun to see like everyone talking to me on here.
No.
Yeah, Candace, it is great. Nice. Does everyone follow us on Facebook? We go out and we have like a great time and we love posting. I was like making TikToks from the little lake we went to, which was super fun for me. And we have a new Facebook page. It's like our Facebook 2.0. So if you don't follow us, totally follow us. Yeah, thanks, Nadia. Awesome. Yes, on Facebook.
They should be able to see.
Love
all
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
we start one at a
So,
time.
you know, we're sea gods. We go to the ocean like, I don't know, 4 days out of 5. But we started exploring some more lakes, and just, was it 2 days ago, we hiked up with our paddleboards up to this mountain lake, and it was amazing. And like, you know, I'm not that fit. I don't hike that often because we're like just down to the beach, but it was totally doable. We got up there, we thought we were going to be the only people, and there was actually 6 paddleboards at this lake, Lindeman Lake. So that was pretty cool. All right, Kim, sweet. What board are you going to get? Do you know which one you want already? If anyone doesn't know what board they want, honestly, the Elemental Wave, I guess you can't see it, but the Elemental Wave is my favorite and honestly like the best for like 80% of people. And then if you're looking for like more stability, you don't want to learn anything, you just want to stand up and like keep your hair dry and just kind of tootle around the swimming area. You might want a little more stability and go with the Diatom. Honestly, it's like our best seller. But if you're athletic and you can already stand, go with the Elemental Wave, unless you want to go further. If you like stand at the edge of the shore and you're like, I think I want to go like over there, that's when you're going to look at the Carta Marina Touring, which is Ryan's go-to, by the way. But just because he's on the touring board and I'm on the Elemental doesn't mean we don't go out together. What do we got?
Says, I'm ready to pick up a new board, mostly lake paddling and slower river. I'd like to grab a board that'll keep up with me as I get faster, but also something to try out in the ocean. Any suggestions?
A couple of things to unpack there. I don't separate. It depends on what kind of lakes you're going on, because lakes and oceans, often a lot of people sort of separate them as completely different water bodies, which physically they are, but you experience a lot of the same conditions. For example, where we're from, Harrison Lake gets really windy, gets real big chop, and it's a big lake. So you can get into just as much trouble there as you can in the bay here. In fact, it's probably more dangerous. So I just wanted to point that out. There's not a specific board that's specific for ocean or specific for lakes. They're pretty interchangeable. If you're thinking about going on rivers, it depends what kind of river. We always like to qualify answering that question with, are you thinking about like rapids rivers or like the Columbia River in BC where it's so big it might as well be a lake? Because I'm going to get interrupted here just 1 second. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're going on the river, we've got the river fin, and you can see the difference between the all around and the river fin. It's going to give you a little less stability, but if you're in the river at this time of year and it's going to be a little bit shallow, this is going to stop you from hitting the bottom where you're paddling along and all of a sudden your fin hits something and you're like, ugh! You might want this guy.
Yeah. But anyways, back to the boards. Back to boards. So if you're just sorry, my train of thought is toast now. Grab a new board, most likely lake paddling. So if you're grabbing a new board, I'm assuming you already have a board, so you're probably used to paddling a little bit. If you are looking for something that's going to be faster, depending on what kind of board you're used to, most people start on an all-around shape, which is like our diatom or our elemental wave. But if you are looking to go to sort of the next level, or you're expecting to, and you're already used to boarding, typically we would offer the Skyla if you want something that will grow with you a little bit more. But if you really are looking to like increase your efficiency, go a little bit further, and maybe increase your balance, stuff like that, I would skip the Skyla and go right to the Cartamarina, especially if you're already used to paddleboarding. The Skyla is a little bit less stable than the Cartamarina is a little bit less stable than the Skyla, but if you're already used to paddleboarding, you'll pick it up so fast that I think you'll be happy you went with a more efficient board than the Skyla. So.
You know, we went down the River of Golden Dreams between Alta and Alpha Lake in Whistler, and it's like this windy, narrow little river, and Eric was actually following us in the kayak with like the camera, and the kids were supposed to go in the kayak, but the kids and the dog and the cooler all needed to come on the Carta with me for like whatever reason they decided.
Didn't bring the kids' boards, I guess.
No. Well, we did, but that day they wanted to be with
That's the downfall of kids' boards is you end up bringing the kids' board everywhere and your kids have to actually use it.
Yeah. You know what? Like 4 out of 5 times they do.
2 out of 5 maybe.
You know what? When I get them off my board and onto their own is a great day.
Okay,
but we
Eric,
did it.
else
We
we
did
got
on the
there?
Carta.
Well, Meg's talking definitely about no rapids, fairly shallow and easy going.
Yeah.
Kim again says, I'm looking for something to grow with that. It's good for tracking and some speed, flying out to BC next week and driving back to Ontario to hit Glacier Lake, et cetera, on the way home.
Oh, yeah.
I have to ask you which Glacier Lake you're thinking about hitting. And I may have some great recommendations for you.
Glacier Lake as if the lake is called Glacier. I'm not sure if that's correct.
Oh.
Colorful Stones.
Colorful Stones. I know that lake. I've seen pictures of it.
McDonald?
Maybe. Something like that.
McDonald Lake? Yeah. The truth is, the ones that are popular on Instagram are going to be like packed.
Are bananas.
Packed.
So, yeah.
But any lake is beautiful.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, it's even more beautiful if Instagram doesn't know about it yet.
Yeah. So yeah. What we do when we decide what lakes we're going to go, we have the back road atlas, which is just like a map of all the back roads in the province.
Yeah.
And we pick lakes that way rather than, I saw this one on Instagram, because we've been disappointed a few times. You go to a place and it's so busy, you end up having to park on the highway somewhere, walk 5 miles up the road to get to a beach that has no room to sit.
But the benefit is you're on your paddleboard and you leave the beach that's crowded and you go find your own space. That's the beauty of it.
Kim wants recommendations for what kind of boards you should bring to a Glacier Lake.
It depends. I mean, if you can drive to the lake, any board's great. If you have to do some hiking, I like the Skyla and the Elemental Wave CX because they're light. We hiked up to Lindeman the other day, which is a fairly easy hike, but it's 2 kilometers, up some rocks and stuff. And it was no big deal carrying the Skyla. Mm-hmm. But I've also been up to lakes that are 10-kilometer hikes, and you definitely want a light board.
You brought the Carta ULF on that one.
And actually, it was a board previous to the ULF, so it was quite heavy. It was hard to walk for a week after that.
Is Skyla good for that? Skyla good for Glacier Lake?
Yep, Skyla's the one I take when I hike. Mandy takes the Elemental Wave.
I take the Elemental Wave everywhere, unless I have a reason not to.
Yeah.
Like, kids and dog, I might want an extra foot on my board. Yeah.
Yeah, the furthest we've gone with hiking with boards is 20 kilometers round trip. hiking, so it's definitely doable. But you just have to have a lot of carbs.
Yeah.
Who wants to roll?
Who wants to
Who
roll?
wants to roll? I
So
love
for
these
folks
dice.
that are just joining us, I think when we started there was 8. I see there's 23 now.
Oh, sweet.
So we're doing the roll the dice sale. And this broadcast is over at 10 o'clock, so we're rolling the dice until 10 o'clock. And the way it works is let us know in the chat if you want to have a roll of the dice.
This
And
is
then
what it
Mandy
looks
or
like.
me are going to roll the dice. It's 5 dice. And we're going to take the sum of the 5 dice plus 10. And that's going to be an individual discount for the person whose roll that is only. And then if you want to use your discount, it expires today. You have to email info@seagods.ca. Laura's behind the screens there. She's answering all the emails, and you'll get your specific discount for today for boards.
So Megs would like to roll.
All right.
Megs.
Ryan, go for it.
This is a
Let's
roll
see.
for Megs.
Roll for
Roll
Megs.
Woohoo! All right. Big numbers. That was a good
that's
roll.
decent.
Nice.
6, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19.
19.
Plus 10, 29%.
29%
So there you go,
off the
Megs.
board.
29%.
Decent.
Send an email to info@seagods.ca. Laura will hook you up with your 29% off discount code. That applies to boards. And if you want to buy 3 boards at 29% off, that's cool. You don't have to buy only one, but it doesn't apply to accessories and stuff. So 29% off a board is a substantial amount of money if you're thinking about getting some of your accessories like the kayak kit, the essential gear pack we have, which is the kayak seat, the kayak paddle, the action camera mount,
Yeah.
and the shoulder carry strap. So it's a pretty sweet deal already.
You basically, if you buy just these, it ends up being like about
130-ish. I'm not a numbers guy.
Yeah, you end up getting basically, you save $10 and you get the shoulder carry strap and the camera mount for free.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Basically.
Let's do a roll for Candace now. Candace would like a roll.
Roll
All
for
right.
Candace. Here we go.
Love it.
We need some circus music in the background here.
Oh, that was another good one.
10,
There we go.
19, 20.
20%.
30.
What? Oh, nice.
You gotta add the 10.
Gotta add the 10.
30% off.
That's a good roll. I'm getting good at this.
Yeah.
For Candace.
Nice.
So Candace, just send an email, info@seagods.ca. Laura will hook you up. Remember, the codes are going to expire today, so you gotta use it today. And if there's folks in this chat that are local, by the way, we're going to be doing this a little bit in the store after this broadcast is done, but we won't be doing it online after this broadcast, but we will be doing it in the store. So if there's some folks that want to come check out the boards in person, have a roll of the dice themselves instead of trusting me or Mandy, because
I'm a good roller.
I'm not the best roller.
Okay.
I know my weaknesses. That's going to go on my resume.
Let's do a roll for Ann C.
All right,
And
Ann.
see.
Here, you go for it. Let's see. I think I'm the winner so far. I got 20.
20, is that the highest?
Yeah, 20 is the highest.
5, 10, 14. No, I can't do that. No cheating.
No cheating?
No cheating.
No cheating.
Come on.
See, I can't make
So 14,
everyone happy.
24.
I'm not a taco.
That's 24%.
That's for Candace.
Nice.
That's for Ann C.
For
And C.
Ann C.
All right, I think I better do the rolling.
Yeah. 14. 24% is still a pretty sweet deal.
All right.
Still pretty good. Can't be too
Yeah.
mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kim B is asking, where is our store located?
Oh,
We-
we're in White Rock.
We're in White Rock, British Columbia. So not too far from the Pacific Ocean on the west coast of BC.
You know, we're close enough to Vancouver that we get a ton of people driving from Van City, but like the vibe here is not city.
Yeah.
White Rock is like pretty chill. And as soon as I drive across 16th Ave into Surrey, I'm sorry for the people in Surrey.
Come on, you
but,
can't
like,
say that on here. What's
my-
wrong with you?
My shoulders come up. It's just so chill in White Rock, you know? And like for our American friends, I can see the Peace Arch border crossing like out of my kitchen window. So we're right on the corner of the ocean and the border. Yeah. I'm not a good driver, you know.
Well, Kim's coming up this Wednesday. She's going to visit, apparently. She says, see you guys Wednesday.
Oh, awesome.
Sounds good.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Karen wants to roll.
Karen wants
Here we
to
go.
roll. I'm hands off the rolling from now on. I think I'm not the best at
All right,
rolling.
here we go. Here we go. What do you think, Pearl? Oh, that was a good
that's pretty
roll.
decent.
Yeah.
12, 17, 20, 23, 33. I think that's the record so far.
Woo!
Woo! That was Karen?
Yeah, that's a roll for Karen.
Roll for
All right.
Karen.
You're welcome,
33% off.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Good stuff. Good
Yeah.
stuff. Make sure you buy 2 boards at that price, or 3. If you buy
Yeah.
3, it's like the third one's basically free.
It's better than our BOGO deal. That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. All right. So I know that some people are tuning in, and I just want to remind everyone about our kids board because I love this. I love this cute little board. I forgot about the t-shirt. So this is a board we had designed for our kids who ride it all the time. And it's 8 feet by 28. And when Camille was sick, she could carry this board out herself and ride it and pump it up and the whole bit. Like, these kids surprise you. So you've got a couple great long weekends with your kids left. So get them a board. We're going to do the kit with the Mustang Survival Kids PFD. You can choose which one you want. There's like a couple different kids ones. And we have these sweet little t-shirts I was going to put in there too. The paddle, it's aluminum. So like if your kids are like ours, they're going to dig with it. They're going to like...
It actually works good as a sand shovel.
It totally is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we've got our... Here, I'm going to put it under here.
Yeah, it's
One of
good.
our artists made this. Yeah, I love this. It's like
That's actually
Poseidon
Luke
and his
McBain.
unicorn.
So the same man that does the Katos, the whales on the bottom, he also designed this as well. And
Yeah.
we got some stickers for it too.
Yeah.
This is what the sticker looks like when it has some color.
Oh, yeah.
Michael McBain, he has 30 stories on Instagram.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Give that man a follow. He also, if you're in Vancouver, he started the Beach Ave Paddle Club.
Yep.
So if you want to go and paddle with this talented fella, join him at the Beach Ave Paddle Club on Facebook.
What's up, Eric?
Anyways, we're going to do this for 499 Canadian dollars with the life jacket and the t-shirt.
Pascal wants to roll.
Pascal.
All right.
Good roll going for Pascal.
I love your triangles, Pascal.
Pascal, you want to give me another shot, or should we stay with Mandy here for this roll?
Who's rolling for you?
You better just go.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm a good roller. Let's set another record.
Yeah, let's set a record.
Wait.
Yeah,
A little bit more.
make sure it's a good shake.
Yeah.
6, 11, 12, 13, 17. 17, 27. That's a good number. 27%. 27% for Pascal. Nice
Sweet.
work.
There we go.
Nice work.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to take the next roll for sure.
All right.
All right, Pascal. So send your email to info@seagods.ca. Laura will hook you up with your discount code. Expires today, by the way. So if you want to take advantage of these sweet random dice roll discounts,
You know,
then you have to do it today.
I don't know if everyone knows why we're doing this. It's because we opened this store instead of people coming to our garage or like rented office spaces because we sell on the internet. We opened this store 1 year ago. So this is our celebration.
Yeah, and if you were in the last broadcast, we talked about that too. I
Yeah.
think our 1 year anniversary was actually about a week or two ago, but we're just kind of doing it on the long weekend because White Rock's going to be busy. It's the Sea Fest this weekend, and so we thought we'd do some fun sales that you don't normally see in the world of sales.
All right, Eric.
Megs ask any of the boards that may be suitable for a little bit surfing, nothing wild, just messing around near the shore.
Elemental Wave, I
Yeah.
surf on it. Surfing on inflatable boards. It's a little bit different than a composite board because you just don't get the rail shape, so they're not quite as grabby and they're a lot more buoyant. So if you're used to surfing on a regular composite epoxy board, the feel on your feet is quite a bit different, and where you have to balance your body is a little bit different. I see somebody's trying to call us on Boutique.
Oh, on Boutique. That's what that is. We have a live chat, video chat app on our website called Boutique.
Nobody cares about
sorry
except for
about
that
that
one person
Yeah,
there.
sorry for like dropping your call.
But anyway, to finish off there, yeah, you can surf inflatable boards, and the Elemental Wave is probably the best just because it has the least amount of volume, so it's easier to get your rails sort of in the water a little bit.
We don't get like huge surf here in White Rock, but I spent all of Canada Day like just riding little bumps in.
Yep.
Just go out, turn around, ride it in.
And we did a trip down to Baja last year, and we stopped at a couple surf spots, San Onofre, down in California. That was a pretty fun day.
San Ofo.
Surfing the Elemental Wave down there. So, and we played around a little bit in the various beaches in Baja as well.
Oh man, Woodrow caught his first wave in on his little kid's board.
Yeah.
Do you remember his face? He was just like, ah! Loved it. You know, they're like terrified in the moment, and then they like take a minute to think about it, and then they're like, that was awesome.
Tina's asking, do you have any open box boards for sale?
We have some open box boards for sale, but if you take a roll of the dice, you'll probably get a better deal on a brand new one.
True story. I
think we have one Carta Marina open box, with two Carta Marina CX. I'm looking at Laura behind the screens here. 2 CX Carta Marinas, and one Skyla. And what else do we got back there? I see there's a Medusa sample and a Kato sample, which is, similar to an open box basically.
Yeah, but we don't have boxes for the open box one. Like literally that was the problem, is no box. So you got to come into the store to get those ones because we don't have a box to ship it to you in.
Yeah.
But the Medusa sample and the Kato CX sample, those are our 2 niche boards. Kato's, if you want to rip, Medusa, if you like need to bring the whole fam jam on, or if you just like really need some extra stability, or if you want to go out for yoga, it is amazing. The Medusa is the board for that.
Yeah. And so we sell those boards for 30% off all the time.
Yeah.
So we got a couple left over. We did a sample sale back in July, or maybe it was June. I don't remember. But that's what we do. The roll the dice deal isn't for those.
It's going to be better.
It's a good chance it'll be better. Or maybe a few percent, 30% off a sample, 25% off a brand new one. I mean, you decide which one you want. So.
Who wants to roll?
Let's
roll.
To roll? You're taking the next roll, hey?
Yeah, I'm going to take the next roll. Right. I don't think there's anybody waiting.
I'm just trying to prompt people.
All right. Anybody have any questions about our boards or our brand or anything? I'm happy to take this opportunity to pull some boards down and take a look at them and try to show you what they look like up close as best we can.
Let's talk about our pump, because we were waiting so long for these guys to come in. I don't know if you know, there was a port strike. And actually one of the longshoremen came in here, and I was like, no, we don't have a pump to sell you, man. You're supposed to be unloading them. But he was out paddleboarding. Those hardworking folk, though, they got back at it, and we have the battery pump back in stock, and it is sweet. It'll go up to 16 PSI, and you don't have to be like stuck in the parking lot next to your car. You can take this wherever you want, right at the water's edge. And some people throw it in a dry bag and like take it out with them camping. Super sweet. It's got little lights, and if you're like me and your phone's always dead, it has like the little charger here. You can charge up your phone.
Honestly, if the
it's
battery
sweet.
does die, you can still plug it into your car.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's pretty versatile that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so these are back in stock, but we were only able to get a couple hundred of them. And honestly, like half were sold before they even got here.
Yeah.
So
the other sweet thing about the pumps, they do take a little bit longer to inflate. And so what we like to do, because we have our kids, whenever we go out for a beach day, we'll get the pumps going on all of our like boards and stuff that we bring. And then we get our kids sorted out with like their toys and chairs and coolers. And, there's no such thing as an easy beach day when you got a couple kids, I think.
Yeah.
Pascal asks, what is the big difference between CX and ULF?
So the real difference between those boards, besides the art and the pump, which we'll get into, is the way that they're built. So I'm assuming you're a little bit familiar with drop stitch, but if you're not, the way boards are built, this is CX, this one, is there's a top and bottom layer that are held together by a gajillion strings. And that's what drop stitch is. It holds the top and bottom together. If it wasn't for the drop stitch, when you inflated your board, it would inflate to like a tube, look like a football, and it wouldn't be something you can stand on. So if you were to look up real close, and I'll see if I can get this here.
You might have to bring it close to the camera for it to.
Oh yeah.
So
Nice.
you might be able to see out these little dimples in here. Maybe not, but there's a bunch of little dimples, and that's where the strings are attaching. And so ULF is how we make the top and bottom layers. And our ULF boards have what's called linear drop stitch attached to fusion layers. So the top and bottom, the PVC is fused to the drop stitch layer without using glue. It saves a whole bunch of weight and also makes it more rigid. And then the ULF has linear drop stitch, so the strings go straight up and down. The CX has the same top and bottom layers with the fusion material, but the strings don't go straight up and down. They crisscross, kind of like stress cables in a steel building. And so what you get with that is a lot more lateral rigidity from the top and bottom layers, which produces a more rigid board. And because they crisscross, we can use a lot less strings, which saves close to 20% of the weight of the board. So taking the Diatom, for example, the Diatom ULF, I think, is about 25 pounds. The Diatom CX is only 21, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you're in White Rock, our intertidal zone is 500 meters. So sometimes you're walking that board a long ways, or if we get into hiking alpine lakes like we talked about earlier, it's a pretty substantial difference.
This bottom one here is a CX, and this one
You can't tell.
is a ULF. I think you can tell because
And then
you can see there's
the
less
other difference
strings.
is the pump that it comes with. The ULF boards come with a single chamber pump, so it inflates on the way up and the way down, depending on whether or not you have this plug-in. The CX boards comes with a dual chamber 3-action pump, so you can have it so that it inflates on the way down and on the way up through both chambers, which is great for volume. You get it to about 4 psi and it'll start to get difficult. You can switch that dial to the middle, and then it only inflates on the way down through both chambers, which is really great for volume plus getting pressure to 10 psi, give or take. And then you switch it to the last setting, which is pumping on the way down only through one chamber. So a lot less resistance to get that final pressure in there. If you think about the surface area of the plunger that's inside there and multiply that by 20 psi, it's actually quite a bit of force you have to put on these pumps to get the air in there.
So a lot of people buy the boards, take the little sheet with the QR codes. It like gives you your manual, your quick setup guide, your FAQs, and our review. That helps us so much if we get like some feedback. But the little sheet tells you how to use your pump. And a lot of people take the sheet and they're like so excited for their board, they like throw away the sheet. And they're missing realizing that we have this. So if you have a CX board, don't forget to change your valve as you're pumping to make it like it's so easy. So make sure you,
next
you read
question.
your sheet.
Kim is asking if we got vests in stock.
Yeah, we have the Mustang Survival Chimera, which is the vest that I wear. It's a dual flotation vest. It's got thin foam in it, which is enough to help float you. It doesn't float you well. It's more of a swim aid. And then if you are in an actual emergency where you need the extra flotation, there's a ripcord on the side. You pull the ripcord, little CO2 cartridge inside, inflates that thing like a ball, and then it floats you actually really well. It's called a PFD, not a life jacket, just in case anybody's curious. A life jacket will actually save your life if you're incapacitated. It rights you so you're belly up and your head's back, so you're not sucking water and you can still breathe if you're unconscious. This life jacket gets close to that when it's inflated. Most of the air goes into the belly, so at least it gets you belly up, but it doesn't right your head. So if your head goes underwater, that's still something to think about. But it's a really great vest. It's made out of 4-way stretch material that's really soft. So it's not abrasive when you're paddling, and then the sides are open. So you can paddle for a long time in this vest and you almost forget that you're wearing it. We also sell the belts. I don't know if we got a belt here. But we sell the Mustang Survival Minimalist belt, which is basically like an airplane life jacket that's rolled up inside of a little pouch. You put it on, wear it like a belt. It has a ripcord and the...
Oh, thanks, Eric.
Thank you, Eric. Looks like this. It's pretty little. And so This one has a ripcord on the side. You can see that little yellow ripcord. You pull that ripcord and the life jacket inflates in front of you, and then you actually have to put it over your head, and there's a little strap to strap behind your back, really similar to what you see on an airplane. And then we also have another version of the belt called the Essentialist, which is the exact same idea, except it's just a little bit bigger. It has some side pockets on it. So if you want to like put stuff in there, like your car keys or something, the pockets aren't waterproof. So if you're putting your fob or something in there, I don't know if your fob is waterproof, but it's just nice to have a little bit of extra pockets, put a whistle in there. Some people like to carry a knife like I do, just for whatever.
Just in case.
In case you get attacked by great white sharks.
Kim says cost for both. Didn't see them available on your site. They should be available unless one of them recently sold out.
This one is $184.99. Canadian. Yeah, that's Canadian. And the Minimalist,
I think are $169.99.
$159.99.
The Minimalist is $159.99 Canadian. And then the Chimera vest is $299.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we have the Minimalist, the little guy, in gray and blue, but the Essentialist, I just thought this was such a cool color. So we only got them in this because I'm like, that's the only color I would choose for this guy.
Yeah, it matches my chucks that I wear when I'm paddling in the winter.
It totally does.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, what else we got? Does anybody have any other questions? If there's people that are joining us that didn't already hear, we're having a roll the dice sale. And so what that means is we're going to roll these 5 dice, add up the numbers on the top of the dice, and then add 10%, and we're giving away individual discounts. And so if there's anybody in the chat that's interested in getting a board or maybe thinking about getting a board, we know it's a big investment. And if you're interested in getting one today, let us know in the comments section. We'll roll the dice for you. And then all you have to do is email info@seagods.ca. And Laura's behind the screens there. She's answering all the emails for the individual codes. You'll get a specific discount code for your email based on this number, and then that code is going to expire today. So if you want to take advantage, so far our record is 33% off, and that applies to as many boards as you want to buy.
Yeah.
So you don't have to just get one. If you're thinking about getting boards for your family or your partner or your kids, and you roll all 6s, that's 40% off. So
yeah,
no one's making money at that point, but that's okay.
I know. Right now we have the buy one, get one 35% off. That's our BOGO deal. But this is going to be better than that. So if you're getting 2 boards or more, it's going to be better to use whatever you roll because it's going to
apply to each board.
Yeah.
And it only applies to boards. So it's also a good time if you want to get some accessories and stuff too. Take that hundreds of dollars you're going to be saving off a board, put it towards some of the accessories maybe you're thinking about, like the life jackets or the kayak kit, the summer essential kit we call it, which has the kayak seat, the kayak blade, the action camera mount, and the shoulder carry strap. Plus we got Cali case, our cleaning trio, electric pumps, all the good stuff.
So the shoulder carry strap fits, like every board has these D-rings, except the race board, because like you're not going to sit down on the race board. But these are for your kayak seat or your shoulder carry. And then when I use a shoulder carry strap, I put it so that the handle and the D-rings are on the outside and the bottom of the board is against me. And it just makes like a nice, easy way to carry it across. If you're like me and you've got like your paddle, your dog, your kid's lunch, like whatever you've got, it's going to make it way easier to just strap it around your shoulder. Then you're walking out hands-free. So that's what that's for.
Our dice cam is about to die.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
All right.
That's okay. We'll get it figured out.
So what's up? Yeah. Toss for gold. Okay, Kim, we got that. Who wants to roll? I feel like rolling the dice. I'm doing pretty good at it. I got 33%. Yeah. Our shop dog. Yeah.
There we go. Just in time. 1% left.
1%. Saving the day.
Okay, well.
All right. We get the question a lot, like which board is good for dogs? And Pearl will tell you that she rides on all of the boards with us, even the kids board with Camille. and she is like blessed with like so many treats. And so she is 67 pounds. And sometimes she's like,
on a diet.
She is. She's, yeah, you know, we had to cut back. We got to like tell the kids less treats. But she's just such a good girl. And she will sit on the board until like, you know, we're in Kentucky Lake and a loon comes by. And then she's like up on the front, and then she wants to know where her kids are. So she's between my legs looking off the back, and then she sees a stick and she's leaning on the side. And I'll tell you, like, I haven't found a board. I haven't taken her on the Katos on the race board.
But why would you?
Why would you? You know, you just want to go fast.
Yeah.
But on all the rest, they're all good for dogs. Yeah. Like Pearl is looking pretty chill right now, but when she's excited, she's pacing. She's, you know, hanging her butt off one side. So all of them are good for dogs. All right.
Nobody else has any questions.
Let's talk about this cooler that Laura is getting in. We are trying to find like some more cool stuff that everyone's gonna like.
So we made a little Instagram post a little while ago about this local desert cooler that we use.
Yeah.
And 1 million people were interested in where can we get this thing. So we're actually bringing these into our store now.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet. So it's like your little lunch kit or whatever, right? But then you can make it way bigger, and it straps right on your board.
Yeah, and it's splash proof. So like it's made out of like a sort of PVC vinyl on the top, and then it has like a quasi sealed zipper. So you can expand it to make it bigger to fit all your stuff, just like when you think about luggage.
Yeah.
There we go.
So if you haven't heard about the Snackle box, it's basically like a tackle box that you build your charcuterie in.
Your snacks.
Your Snackle box.
It's a Snackle box.
So when I go out, I like to bring stuff, especially if you're paddling with your kids, like snacks are uber important. So they just want to like get across the lake to that little, you know, cool looking shore spot over there, and they want to sit down. They want to eat their goldfish crackers.
And their PB&Js.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's got like some good padding in here, and your little spot to put like your cutlery or whatever. It's a sweet cooler, honestly.
Yeah.
And it's really light. We had some of those hard shell coolers that, you know, you can sit on or whatever. But the truth is, when we're trying to save 20% weight going with a CX board, the last thing I want to do is lug like a 30-pound cooler that weighs more than my board. Yeah. So this is what I use. And I find, you know, we're bringing in the stuff that we use all the time. Like we're not selling anything that we don't love. So Laura found Loco Desert, and we were like, yeah, this is actually really sweet. So shout out to you guys.
Yep. And it comes with like 4 little straps on each corner. So it's actually, it really is made for paddleboarding. So when you have like your tie downs, you don't have to actually tie this down with the bungee cords. You can just put these right to the D-rings. So it gives it a little bit easier access, because if you have it under the tie down, sometimes it's a pain in the butt. You got to pull the straps off to get it open, and then you're worried about it falling in the water or something. But this, you just use these carabiners. There's one on each corner. You attach it right to your, on top of your tie downs, and then it's easy access. You just have it sitting there right in front of you. So yeah, it's a super cool product the Local Desert makes. So we're stoked to have them come into our store.
The other thing is, some people were asking for like the tie downs closer to their feet, but like I would never put tie downs there because it's like where you're walking. But with this, if you want it like close to your feet, then you just go from the kayak ring up to the top D ring for your bungee. And then like it's literally right in front of you.
Yeah, there's a bunch of cool spots you can use it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right. All right. What else do you guys want to know? Here we are. Live.
Here we are. Here we
Live
are.
on the new
a little over
shop
15
app.
minutes left.
Yeah.
Of Roll the Dice. The Roll the Dice. It's not really a challenge, but it just rings. Roll the Dice challenge. So if there's anybody that's joined that doesn't know the Roll the Dice challenge, we are rolling dice for discounts. So if you are interested in getting a Sea God Standup paddleboard today, let us know in the comments you want to roll the dice. Mandy's going to roll the dice here, and then we're going to take the sum of the dice plus 10%, and that's going to be your individual discount that you can apply to as many boards as you want. Today only. So when you get your number, say we roll all 5 6s, that's going to be 30 plus 10% makes it 40%. And then you email info@seagods.ca. Laura's behind the screens here. She will respond to your email with your individual code based on your email. And again, that will expire today. So potential for the biggest discount we've ever had.
Yeah, like for real.
Yeah, even bigger than last Black Friday, because if you get all 6s, 40% off. That's
crazy.
Yeah, it's almost buy one, get one free.
Should we be doing this?
No, that's why it ends in 15 minutes, thank goodness.
Kaylee says she wants a roll.
Kaylee,
All
roll
right,
the dice. You want
here we
Mandy
go.
to roll the dice?
You want Ryan to roll the dice?
Mandy,
I'm a good
your last
roller.
one
Here we
wasn't
go.
amazing.
Oh. Well, this one
Wasn't
is going
it
to be.
like 23 or something?
This one's going to be amazing. We get them real high. Look at that. Oh, that's a 6 over there.
Oh, wow.
Can you see it?
That's really good.
That is a good roll.
6 and 6. So 10, 21, 22, 32.
32.
32. Second best. 33 is the best so far today.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice work. It'd be really awesome to
Laura
see.
says it's 35.
Oh, we rolled a 35 earlier.
Oh,
Nadia.
Nadia's still the one.
Still the one.
All right.
Sweet. 35.
Kaylee, email info@seagods.ca.
Could I roll? Kaylee, yep. So email info@seagods.ca. Laura's waiting for your email. She will respond with a code that you can use today and today only. And again, 30, what is it, 32? That's buy 3, get 1 free, basically. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Use it as many times as you want, and it applies to each individual board.
Yeah.
It's not like the BOGO where you get 35% off the cheapest. You get this off of each one.
Each board. So as many as you want.
So if you wanted to buy like 50 Kados boards, you could probably resell them and make some money.
Setting up your rental fleet. It was so funny. We went to the shoe shops to visit my cousin who's on the lake there and went cliff jumping. It was pretty fun. Paddle out to the cliffs and climb up and jump off. And we had to do a double take because one of the marinas there had our board like right up under its sign.
Right on the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I didn't know
Had
about
to flip a Yui in somebody's driveway because we didn't believe what we saw.
Megs is asking, will the codes be sent after the live session?
I think Laura's doing it right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Laura's
So
on it.
make sure you check your spam because sometimes info goes. I know you're checking spam. We're talking to the public. Check your spam. Sometimes info@seagods.ca goes to junk.
No, we hate being in people's junk. We're not junk. Come on, bring us out of that junk folder.
Yeah, less junk. Less junk, more journey.
Less junk, more journey. That was the tagline for this cool family we met down in Baja.
Yeah.
They decided they're going to like sell their house, pack their 4 kids into this sweet camper and just like
drive around.
Yeah.
Yeah, less junk, more journey, I think is their Instagram handle. They're pretty cool people.
Yeah, check them out. It's
we met them
cool.
at Portecitos at the hot springs.
Yeah. If you ever go to the Portecitos hot springs, check the tide.
Yeah, you wanted
They're
to
very
be
tide dependent.
You wanted to be high tide. Otherwise, you're going to be in some shallow pools that will burn your skin.
Super hot. We had a great time though.
Yeah, it was fun.
We always do.
Yep, doesn't matter where it is. So.
Yeah, sweet. All right, let's get these dice in for another roll. All right.
I think you should give it a practice roll.
A practice? Let's see. Let's see if you can beat me.
Okay.
Let's see if you can beat me.
This roll is for nobody.
Nobody.
This is for nobody, by the way.
Oh, for who? For Laura.
We'll send
This
it to
roll's for you, Laura.
Send it to your folks. Yeah, I'm a terrible roller.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you get points for a run or for like a triple?
Well, you should, maybe. Maybe you should. 9, 10, 11, 15. It's still 25. I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at.
25 is pretty good. That's better than the BOGO 35.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
That's buy one. That's like BOGO 50 is what 25 works out to be if you want to buy 2.
Yeah, that's true. That is a good roll.
Okay, one more practice roll.
Really, there's no bad rolls.
One more practice roll.
All right, here we go.
I'm just not that good at this, I think.
You know, it's a good idea, though.
Yeah, 10, 15,
idea.
16, 17,
Yeah.
27, I guess. 27. What
27
That's
is a
not
decent.
too bad.
Yeah,
I would take 27. I would take 20, actually.
I would take 20.
Anyway. It did.
Dead. Oh, maybe it was jiggling this.
Oh, is it jiggling?
Really?
No,
There,
it
I
was
can
off.
hear it. Thank you,
Oh, it's
Kaylee.
off. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, it's back.
Hopefully
Love
our
it.
battery lasts for long enough to...
Nadia, you're still with us. What do you want to hear about? Did you pick your boards?
Yes, it's back. Great.
Yeah.
We're back.
We're back. And we're back.
5 minutes, and we're back. 15 people. So some more people
Love
must have
it.
just joined us. We are doing the roll the dice sale. We've only got 5 minutes left, and 10 o'clock is a hard stop for us. So let us know in the comments if you're interested in getting a board. We'll roll the dice for you. We'll take the sum of the dice, add 10%, and then all you have to do is email info@seagods.ca, and Laura's behind the screens there. She'll send you an email with a code specific to you. So all these codes are individual, and they all expire today. So if you want to get a sweet deal on a board, let us know in the comments. In the next 5 minutes, and we'll roll the dice for you. Mandy will roll the dice. My rolls have been pretty bad, but Mandy's have been pretty good. Couple 30s, 33, 35, 32% off out there, and you can use that for as many boards as you want. So if you're thinking about getting a board for you and
Andrew's asking, can I roll, please?
Andrew,
Yes. I just wanted to say,
we don't got
Nadia,
time.
this was for you.
We
That
don't
was
got
another
time.
piece of Heather Renault's artwork.
This roll is for Andrew.
All right, here we go. It's going to be a good one. Get them real high.
that was
terrible.
not the best roll
That's not a
I've
good
ever
roll.
seen.
No. Okay, your turn.
Also not that good.
One more time. We can't give these not good rolls.
The receiver's done.
Okay, here we go.
That's okay. That's it. Last
That's
one.
it. Last one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 22%. No, that's okay. 22%. Andrew, so we can still hear. Don't worry about it, Eric. Andrew, let us know or send your email to info@seagods.ca and you'll get your code.
I count 27.
No, that's not cool, man.
That's not cool? Okay.
Think about it.
That's such a bad roller. Okay.
Pretty new paddler, but I don't have trouble getting up staying dry. Usually I'm trying to...
Battery. We're good. This is the second time I've had to do it.
Okay.
All right.
We got a couple minutes left.
Are we back? Can
There's
you
a
hear
cord
the
for
sound?
that somewhere.
I don't know. It's gonna last. You should be able to hear it now, but
It's good now. Okay. Yep. We've got a few more minutes left. So let's see if anyone else wants to roll while we got
Can
sound.
you roll for Kelly Fitzgerald, because I'm not sure it is on the chat. She
Oh.
just text me on the info.
All right, Kaylee. This one's for Kaylee. Oh, that one's not bad. Okay, there's 10, 17, 18, 19, 20. Did I count
30.
that right? 20. So 30. So you get 30% off for Kaylee Fitzgerald.
Boom.
There we go.
30%.
Nice.
There we go.
That's a great
Karen,
roll.
or the Elemental Wave CX. So when you're choosing Elemental Waves, the on-the-water performance between the CX and the ULF is pretty much identical.
Mhm.
So you won't notice a difference there. The CX is 18 pounds, and the ULF is 21, give or take.
Yeah.
So you save a little bit of weight there. The manual pump is easier with the CX to inflate your board, and it's faster. So it really depends about what you want. A lot of people just choose the artwork because the water performance doesn't really change with the weight.
Yeah.
But both would be great, I think.
Yeah.
CX is
honestly,
a little bit lighter, a little bit easier to inflate. Other than that, they're the same.
The Elemental Wave ULF has the Hawaiian artwork from Colleen Wilcox, which I super love. I take them both out all the time. I honestly don't notice a difference in riding, but if I've got to carry it further, I'm going to choose the CX. And honestly, most people just get the battery pump and don't really care about the hand pump.
Mm-hmm. How much time do we
So,
got?
Yeah.
we're at
Less-
9:59.
Less than a minute left.
All right,
Anybody
all right.
wants, you better get it ready
Last
for just
roll.
in case there's one last person in here that wants to save a huge amount of money. If you have any questions, we can answer your questions before we go off, but this is going to be our last roll if there's anybody interested. but maybe not. Couple seconds left.
All right.
Couple seconds left. If you're interested in getting a paddleboard today from Sea Gods, let us know in the comments. We'll roll the dice and you'll get a whole bunch of money off.
Yeah.
35 was the highest. We didn't see any 40s yet. One more roll left.
This could be it. This could be the 40 roll.
It's about to be 10 o'clock, and then we're shutting her down.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys, thank you so much. This was really fun for me.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. Thanks, everyone, for joining us again on our live broadcast. These are fun to do. Some of them are more about our brand. Some of them are more about the boards. This one was all sale. But they're all really fun. It's really awesome to see everybody join us on these and ask us questions and being able to connect with you guys and talk about paddleboarding. It's really what we love to do. So thank you again for everybody joining. Hopefully we see you on the next one. Have a great rest of your day.
Yeah, right on. Have a great weekend, everyone.